Hey, everybody. Welcome to our new show, Unboxing Classics. In this show, we're going to be opening up multi-tracks of tons of songs from long time ago all the way up to current hits. And just to give you a little bit of a rundown, this show is done in partnership with mixthemusic.com. So Mix the Music has been able to collect all of these multi-tracks. They have a partnership with Presonus where these multi-tracks will open up in Studio One. So we're going to be bringing on all of the Puremix mentors and having them open up crazy songs that, it's just going to be amazing that we can even get our hands on these multi-tracks and be able to discover them. To do that, we're going to not tell the mentors what song they're actually going to open up, and we're going to choose it randomly using a game show style wheel. And for our first episode, we have the one and only Fab Dupont. How's it going, Fab?
Bananas. How you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for joining in for this and doing the first one.
I can't state a preference, right? It's just, this is, because there are some songs on there that I'm, interested in looking under the hood.
Yeah.
But, okay, fine.
Yeah, so
there's one that I don't care about.
We chose these ones because we thought there'd be some funny ones.
Well, yeah, I can see a couple funny ones with some interesting grammatical spelling. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I know all those songs. I know them. Yes, I've heard. Yeah, they're all in my head right now. So I'm curious. What's next? What do I do?
Is there one that you're hoping for?
Yeah.
Which one?
Baby Love. The Supremes. I mean, come on.
Of course, yeah.
I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know how they did that. I mean, that song. It's I would love to hear if the reverb is recorded on the track or not. If it was in post, or I don't know. It's very interesting. Super Freak. Yeah, I'd like to know when that bass line came from. Hard in Here, I'm less interested, but I'm sure there's some really cool stuff in there. East Side, that's a really cool track. Modern production. And then George Clinton. George Clinton. Lots of stories with George Clinton. All right, let's do this.
Nice. All right, here we go. So we're going to spin the wheel and find out which song you're going to get. Atomic Dog. There it is. Do we get to hear some of those stories?
Yeah, my band at the time called Slant opened for George Clinton at the Roxy in Boston. Roxy was like a nightclub, nightclub as top 40 nightclub. Actually, it was not all top 40. On Wednesdays, it was country western. So you had couples with matched outfits and fringes in their things.
Oh my gosh.
Cowboy hats in Boston, 10 degrees outside, and they would show up in full-on cowboy outfits on Wednesday nights. So that was Wednesdays. On Thursdays, it was called, so that night was called Desperado. On Thursdays, it was called, I forget what it was called, but it was Latino night. So all the Dominican and Puerto Rican live bands would show up and play live with 3 dancers. And everybody would dance in front of it. And then on Friday and Saturday, Friday was Eurotrash. Eurotrash was great. So Friday nights was all the rich Boston and Boston University and Boston College students with their parents' credit card would come to the Roxy and spend untold amounts of money on booze. And I was working there. I was doing sound and lights, and which is obviously how I got the gig to open for George Clinton, because sometimes they would have live concerts. And I just parlayed my way into that somehow. I forget how. But on Friday nights, yeah, all the international students, it was called Eurotrash. Literally, the whole crew called it, "Oh, will you be here for Eurotrash this week?" I'm like, yeah, I'm sort of kind of part of it, except I didn't have a credit card or any money. And yeah, they had a really great system. So for Eurotrash night, the credit card machines, when they printed the receipt, they didn't say Roxy. They said the Roxy Bookstore. So that when the kids would send their receipt back to their parents, It was $400 spent every Friday night at the bookstore. So that's cool.
Right.
That's when I learned that things work differently in this country. And then on Saturday was Top 40 night, where all the North Shore people would come to Boston and, come from Lynn and Swampscott and all like the North Shore, Saugus and places like that, and would come to the city and then party. And then from time to time they had shows. And so George Clinton played the Roxy and my band Slant opened for it. There was 4 of us. It was Nate Barnes on drums, and then was David Coleman on keyboards, both of them gospel players. And then Shachach Levavi from Israel on guitar, and me jumping around and playing saxophone and keys and singing. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty surreal. And they were so disorganized. Like the George Clinton crew was as loose as they come. It was loose. George was so high that he had a helper that actually came with him on stage and kept pointing him towards the crowd because he was so high he didn't know where the crowd was. So they would like literally turn him towards the crowd, which was pretty wild.
That's amazing.
So yeah, that was an interesting show. So yeah, they played Atomic Dog that night. They played I probably did played it for about 30 minutes. Like it's just endless jam. So yeah, Atomic Dog. Wow. Okay, cool. That's awesome.
All right, so we've got Atomic Dog from George Clinton open on your screen. This is crazy.
We do. And look, it's not to grid because it was recorded to tape. Haha, love it. Wow. And it's already color-coded. Not my color coding, but really nice. Can I just listen to it? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to it. This is great.
Yeah, this is a story of famous dogs. For the dog that chases its tail will be busy. These are clapping dogs.
Check this out. I didn't even know what this was. It's a bunch of dudes sounding like dogs. I love it. And this is crazy. And the vocals.
Yeah, this is a story of famous dogs.
Yeah.
For the dog that chases its tail will be busy. These are clapping dogs, rhythmic dogs, harmonic dogs, house dogs, street dogs. Dogs of the world unite. Dancing dogs.
Do you hear that stuff? Check it out. Check it out.
Dancing dogs.
There's stuff in the background.
Dancing dogs.
That clearly was lost. All right, let's check out the drums because Clinton and P-Funk, that was all about the pocket. Check it out how loose this stuff is. This is unbelievable. I love it. So kick. Hear that?
Yeah.
This is like a
Pulsing with the groove.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's just like, I don't know how they did that. So it's live drums, right? And then there's this
Super gated.
slightly gated, yeah. Ooh, there's a hit track. Oh yeah. Check it out. This is great. And then claps.
What do you think that is?
This sounds like some unhappy moog. Let's see. I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, it sounds like a moog with some envelope on the filter. So there's the bleed from the kick in the claps. Amazing. And then clap 1, clap 2. What makes this work is all the ghost note stuff, like the thing on the bass drum, and then you can hear on the claps, clap, clap, clap. It's just, I love it. Wow. It's like the dude waits basically a minute and so to just do a double bass drum. It's just a straight pocket. Doesn't move. Today it would be looped, and then here, dope. And here's the fill from hell. Pa, 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 pa. That clap sound though, man. Oh, that's so dope. Somebody had their headphones a little bit loud.
The bleed. Yeah.
It's nuts. I love it. So bass. Here's this Bernie. Oh, it's messy. I love it. Check it out. And then they have a bass effect. Aha! So that goes with this.
Another part of the pulse.
Yeah. That's why it grooves like crazy. But I'm wondering if it sounds like they put a delay on the bass drum with a filter. It makes it like, I don't know how they did this.
Yeah, that's giving it the extra tail thing.
The punch, yeah. I mean, if you listen to the rhythm section, but if you remove the bass effects, it doesn't groove the same. I am so gonna steal this. Then it has something called synth percussion. That sounds like one of those Rhythm 77, just the shaker. It has a little bit of...
Is the bass thing soloed with that?
No. The bass thing is actually here. So it's the same idea as the bass thing, but... When year is this?
Ooh, 1982.
So I don't know how they did this in 82. They probably did a tape loop and then reversed it or something like that. That's pretty cool. Percussion too. There's lots of reverse tricks here. They have a Prophet. Prophet's on the right side only. Bernie Worrell, the best in the universe. You know how high they were. They were very, very high. I'm gonna raise this because that's signature, and it's a little low in the balance.
Wait, sorry, which piece did you think was low?
The Prophet. That's the thing. That's like the thing comes on, everybody knows, oh, because every single, not every single, but a vast percentage of the George Clinton pocket were boom, clap, boom, clap. So you had to have some sort of a, kind of calling card. And this, you hear this and you're like, Atomic Dog. Let me add a delay. I can do whatever I want, right? Do you think that
go for it.
The ghost of Clinton past will come and bite me if I do something unfair? I don't care.
I do think so.
Okay, great.
But let's find out.
Can't wait.
Yeah, this is...
I am actually touching a George Clinton track. I'm probably going to go to hell for this. I don't care. I'm happy. This is good. Can I get the other songs too? Yeah, encore. Go too many seconds. Right, let's listen to this one. Let me mute the vocals for a second. This is so fun. So today, the bass drum will be 800 times louder. Taking slightly liberties with the original script. Love the fill. So I just put sugar on. I just put sugar on the snare.
Just totally popped it forward. That's really cool.
And it's fun. And then I'm thinking like, yeah, why don't let's do that too here. And maybe like a little modern kind of. You know, it's not supposed to have any sort of reverb, but I don't care. You let me loose on this. Like, what are we gonna do? Oh yeah. This is bananas. All right. I like that. Just a little bit of space. That's it. I can't help myself. I'm like mixing this thing. Let's check out those vocals. This is bananas. My social life is officially, my social life wasn't great, but now it's done. I'm done. Let's see.
Yeah, this is a story of famous dog. And life on our fours, when you're out there walking the street, make it compete. Other dog and
Let me take this down a little. I'm being overt.
Untied dog in a telematic society ain't your average huckleberry hound. Why must I feel like that? Why must I?
Unbelievable. So then we have the dogs.
Yeah, this is a story of famous dogs. For the dog that chases its
and then it turns into the famous chorus.
The dogs. When you're out there walking the street, you may compete. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Bow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Bow wow wow.
Take that, Old Town Road. They were way ahead of you.
What is on that vocal? The classic Bow Wow vocal.
I don't know.
What's going on there?
Oh, yippee yo, yippee yay, bow wow.
Let me cut sugar.
Yippee yo, yippee yay. Life on our
Wow, wow, wow.
Ow, wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, bow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay.
There's a flanger or a phaser, probably an MXR, and then it has a stereo delay kind of has effect kind of thing. It's awesome.
Bow wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, bow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay.
Untied dog in a telematic society ain't your average. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat?
Woo! Yes, baby.
I fall forward when you're out there on the street. Make it come me. Somebody dog
I can't help myself. So let's. I have an idea. This should be like.
Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Now what dog is me?
Yeah, if you were wondering where Prince got his stuff, or did he get the stuff from Prince? I don't know. Oh, there's one more. Oh, yeah. There's that background vocal there. Check this out.
Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. The dog in me. Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me.
What I love is how loose everything is. Like, it's not like all choreographed in a neat manner. It's just like this is a bunch of dudes having fun.
Nothing but the dog in me. Why must I chase the cat?
Someone else would have got nothing but the dog in me. Why must I? No, it's just like everybody at the same time. I love it.
Nothing but the dog in me.
bow wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Bow wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Bow wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay.
Just like the dog. Futuristic bow wow.
Futuristic bow wow. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
So I've got an interesting fact about this song.
Hit me.
So it reached #1 on the R&B charts, but it failed to reach the top 100 by one spot. So this song was never actually in the Hot 100.
People don't know what's good. Check this out, the bass. I know it's already been tracked to tape. I don't care. I saw Vance do this once, and I'm like, oh, you rascal. Yeah. One more time. With feeling. This is so gnarly. Fat.
Your average. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat?
Man, this is such an amazing track. I mean, think about it. This is a live drummer, probably playing to some loop. Now I'm gonna have to go find out. This is bananas. And then lots of phaser and house effect and stereo stuff. That's very interesting. But the takeaway for me on this track is the pocket, and the pocket works because of that weird reverse stuff that they did. I love it. You shall hear this on one of my productions no later than very soon.
Right. And okay, so it's not on the grid. And that reverse feel thing, it's not a loop.
No idea. I don't know how they did that. I mean, no, this for sure is some sort of a loop. Hold on, let me get rid of this. That shaker I recognize. It sounds like a Roland shaker. I have the very similar shaker in my Rhythm 77 organ top beatbox. So I know that thing. It sounds like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they made a tape loop and played it backwards. I don't know how Mix the Music makes those stems. I don't know where they get them. This sounds to me like these were the original recorded stems. It doesn't sound like somebody, you know, it sounds like the multitrack to me. Plus it's 16 tracks, so that's kind of a telltale, you know? Although no, maybe not, because check it out, on the vocals.
Yeah, this is a story.
That's stereo. So
Yeah, so they were all summed down, right?
something had to be summed down. So maybe it was a 24-track session, and because the kick is clearly mono.
A famous dog.
Famous dog. Yeah, everything else is mono. So probably it may have been a 24-track session that they, you know, that they brought down to this. It's so hard to get stems for classic songs. You know, a lot of time on Puremix, I do a lot of the like researching of the songs and fishing for the songs. And often we have like a mentor who says, yeah, I'd love, you know, this was like life-changing for me. I'd love to revisit it. And I'm like, okay, let's revisit. And then nobody has the stems. Nobody has the tapes.
Right.
Gone. Like gone. For very famous classic songs. Gone. Nobody knows where it is.
Right.
The label was bought by a label, which was bought by a label. The label that bought the label that bought the label doesn't know they own the label. That was the label. Like literally they don't know. Nobody there even sometimes know the song. You know, that happened with some very famous songs. And then sometimes I try to go to the artists themselves and like famous, huge monster artists, household names. And I'm like, hey, we're trying to revisit that song, and are you on board? Yes, great. Do you have the tapes? Nope. The label has the tapes. Well, no, the label doesn't have the tape. Do you have your own copy? No, they don't. It's really tragic. There's entire swaths of our music culture that are all we have is, which is, you know, we're nerds here. We're not supposed to be doing this, you know? This is kind of like an exercise because we want to get better, and we all want to be, you know, this is a passion, this is beauty. To be able to do this is amazing. So, you know, some music is better left in stereo, you know?
Right.
But if you think about it, say, for example, somebody wanted to do a remixed version of, you know, say, Atomic Dog for some, you know, new thing, or the artist wanted to revisit an old work without this kind of stuff, they can't. And very often, the stuff is gone. And that's really, really sad. But this is really, really not sad at all. This is joyous and fun. So that's it. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
Atomic Dog, 16 tracks, 3 of which is truly stereo. The rest is really mono. And you see the synths this was a mono synth track that was being put in stereo. You can see Prophet 2. And then Prophet 1 was a slightly panned one. So sounds like a console output. And then, there's a clavinet. We didn't listen to the clavinet. Shame.
Yeah, we got to.
Yes. So not a clavinet.
Not until the last minute of the song.
Yeah. And it's not a clavinet. Probably another Prophet.
Dog and me. Listen, dog.
That's a Moog.
Do you have a guess at what synth the bass was?
Mini.
It's a Moog.
No question.
Nice.
I mean, somebody's going to write me hate mail, but Mini.
Dog and me. Listen, dog and me.
What I love is how deliberate the pocket is. there's a certain kind of like vertical quality to it. It's like there's no sauce. It's just like boom, shot. And every hit is placed just right. This is mind-boggling.
Nasty dogs.
You know, I don't remember.
Those group vocals.
This is so bananas. I don't remember how it was, and I don't care. I'm just gonna do. Let me tell you, when they played this song live at the Roxy, it lasted 30 minutes. I think we got about 10 minutes of just this.
Which I think I'd be okay with.
And everybody was delighted. And then some dude came down and just probably for another 5 minutes. And then things started adding, and then the dude brought George on, turning towards the crowd, showed him where the microphone was, and then started singing. I never thought I'd listen to this track like this. This is really good. And it's really really educational. Like that reverse thing, that's gonna stay with me. I like that. I've never done that. I've done other things. I've done like reverse 808s to like enhance the hit on the downbeat of the chorus, for example. That I've done a million times, maybe too much. But having the whoop be literally what makes the pocket go, I think my day is over. I'm gonna have to go because I have something to do. I'm gonna go.
Right.
I'm gonna go make my own pocket of that. And I'm sorry I touched the track, George. I just can't help it. And I only put sugar on it. It's really sweet, so good. And you better stop me, otherwise I'm gonna go for hours, my friend. This is so
Nice.
dope. This is
Awesome.
really, really dope.
Yeah, that's great. It was amazing watching you go through it and discover a bunch of different stuff.
I love it. Wow.
Well, if you guys want to play with the multitrack, you can go to mixthemusic.com, download it, and open it up in Studio One. There's a free version of Studio One, so if you don't have it, don't worry about it. They give you something called Studio One Prime that you can open these up with and play with them in. So until next time, we'll see you on the next episode.